Okay, so today we have Milinda Virtharna,
Hi.
and Melinda's a PM on the BI team. Melinda is there. We thought we'd get together with him and ask him to give an overview of the BI story for AX 2012. So he's going to spend a few minutes talking about that.
Right. So hi guys. Yeah, I mean we're pretty excited about the work done in AX 2012 on BI, and there's three major sort of improvements that we've done. I think number one is we ship a comprehensive BI solution with the product, as part of the product. It's part of the base license. The idea is you have something out of the box which is comprehensive, which will answer most of your business questions. Now, the second point is we've actually made it really easy for you to deploy, configure. So we've really taken the pain out of setting up a BI solution. So it's easy to deploy. The reason why we made this investment is a lot of the times we've seen customers, they tend to postpone BI as a phase 2, phase 3. Now, a next generation ERP like AX 2012, BI is a core component. So we want you to install BI just as you implement the AX solution. So that's why we've made this easy to deploy. Of course, the third is, the BI is a solution. It's a living solution, because the idea is that, as and when you make changes to your AX configuration, or you have external data that you need to bring in, you need to be able to customize the solution. So the BI solution that comes with Dynamics AX, by nature, is built on top of the Microsoft SQL Server BI framework. So you can use any of the tools that are compatible with our framework, Microsoft BI framework, to extend the solution. But what we've done is we've really integrated the development experience with AX. So all the AX metadata becomes available to you when you do BI projects. Plus also, you can easily customize the BI project using SQL Server BI tools. We've made it really easy for you to do that. So the third thing is easy to customize. So in a nutshell, Savi, these are the three biggest things that we've done with the BI solution.
Can you give maybe some specific examples about the comprehensive part and the easy to deploy?
Absolutely. So if you really look at the BI solution that we ship with the product, it's a broad solution that has about 11 pre-built analysis cube schemas covering most of the functionality like financials, manufacturing, customer service, CRM, workflow, and so on and so forth. These cubes are, deriving the information out of AX, and of course there's 35 role centers. You would call them home pages. The fundamental concept that we had with AX 2009, that evolved, but we have more role centers now with richer content. And of course, we have about 60, 70 KPIs, mostly in the financials area, pre-built into these role centers. And of course, also we have about 150 odd analytical reports. Now, the other key thing to remember is in AX 2012, all the production reports are SSRS reports. So in theory, it's very easy for you to link a production report into your role center. It's an end user experience. It's very easy to do that. Now, the 150 analytical reports that I mentioned are in addition to those. So that's a real quick overview.
Yeah. I think we have a total of about 850 total SSRS reports, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Of course, we often forget. Now, this BI solution is built on top of SharePoint 2012, which has some inherent BI capabilities in it. So the idea is it's not only comprehensive from a content perspective, but from a solution perspective, it's very rich in that you can extend it, with applications that are compatible with SharePoint 2010.
And what about some of the deployment improvements for the cubes and reports? Anything that people would notice?
Absolutely. So if you remember in AX 2009, to deploy cubes, it was a bit of a painful process. The idea was we did ship a solution that was intended for all the licenses, all the config keys. If there were, subset of licenses, there were certain manual steps you had to follow. There was a white paper which was about 20 pages long. You had to follow that, fix it up. Right now, it's just done using Wizard. So we have a Wizard. You just walk through that. It takes a couple of minutes, and then we would have applied the configuration. And then, of course, the out-of-the-box solution as it is, you can just deploy it. even if you have a lesser set of configurations or licenses, the out-of-the-box solution will just work. The idea is we have this concept of a static schema. So even if you make a change to licenses, cube schemas will not break.
So unlike AX 2009, I won't have to go fix up things in BI Dev Studio due to config keys or anything.
Fix up anything to deploy. Now to customize, what we have done is most of the common customizations, we've provided a wizard-driven UI, so most of the common customizations you can do without going into BI Dev Studio.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And what are the kind of things you'd have to go into BI Dev Studio for?
So for an example, a typical example of that would be, you might have a set of KPIs that you have to define, outside of AX. You might have external data sources that you want to bring into cubes. Or you may have, certain, say for an example, you might have a data warehouse solution that you already have. You might want to, integrate AX data into that data warehouse solution. So these are some of the scenarios in which you have to go into BI Dev Studio.
And I'm going to ask, because we always get this question, and I think you know what's coming up. What about security in the cubes?
Right. So, security is an area that we've thought a lot about. We have not gone as far as we would have liked to, but what we've done is, now if you remember, in AX 2009, the security for cubes was different to security for AX. In other words, cubes did not respect AX security. You had to administer cube security in SSAS. Now, if you recall, if you know, AX 2012 security schema is entirely new. It's been beefed up. It's a new schema. What we've done is we've actually made it easier for you to do that in SSAS. So still, cube security has to be administered in SSAS. It does not react to AX security. But we made it a lot easier for you to do so in SSAS. And we've done it in two ways. Number one is all the cube security roles all the security roles that ship with AX, we've created equivalent roles inside SSAS, and we've implemented a high-level security for the out-of-the-box cubes that we ship. So the idea is you have a starting point.
So you customize from the starting point?
You have a starting point from which to customize.
Got it.
The other thing is we will provide you documentation that will help you to identify, okay, I've made a change to the AX out-of-the-box security scheme. Here's how I identify the the corresponding change into cubes. So we'll actually help you to figure that out.
Got it. Great. Thanks for your time, Milinda. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate it.